coming up in this read. This isn't about you going looking for trouble. This is quite the opposite. This is trouble is coming looking for you, Taurus. Taurus, let's get into your March reading. Any information that you need, you can find it in my pinned comment below and in my description box below. If you're cross-watching for a Taurus, then please switch over the roles because I could be speaking directly to you. And please do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You just take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't for another Taurus, okay? Please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind and without any expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Taurus, this is a bit of a difficult energy to begin with, okay? I'm not going to lie. You've got the Scorpion, the Fire Ants and the Wolf. Now, the Scorpion is all about basically somebody being in competition with you or you being in competition with someone else, all right? I mean, it says there, a time to come clean about your feelings in order to get ahead. Passionate, competitive, tends to lean towards isolation, determined, and your career is very important. With wild, free and fierce, but then we've got a little bit of anger here with the Fire Ants. It says, secrecy is making things worse. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders, people or situations are feeding the imbalance, and thoughtful, disciplined. So when we're combining these two with the Wolf, and I'll tell you the Wolf, practice tolerance, embrace all and exclude none. The guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual, upholds the well-being of the pack and teacher or politics, reliable, democratic and fearless. So of course this is like a very protective energy. So you could be taking on a really protective stance. It feels like there's an incoming attack, Taurus, okay? Like, again, you have to pick a side because this is general. So I'm just going to say somebody is trying to attack another individual. That other individual is going to have to stand up for themselves, come what may, okay? And I do strongly suspect, Taurus, that this is you're the one that's going to be challenged to stand up for yourself and to defend yourself, defend your family. This could even be a point of view as well. It could be a clash of minds, a clash of ideas. So you're going to have to fully embrace whatever it is that you're trying to defend, okay? Defend your position. This isn't about you going looking for trouble. This is quite the opposite. This is trouble is coming looking for you, Taurus. And your ability to defend your rights, it's a skill. It is a skill because it also says practice tolerance, embrace all and exclude none. But that overwhelming feeling of you being disrespected and you trying to defend your corner as best you can without being intolerant of the individual that is attacking you. So it's definitely you're being asked to take the higher ground, even though your initial response might not necessarily match up to that. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, that there is a lot of anger here. There is. I'm getting this overwhelming feeling, Taurus, of you doing your own thing, living your best life, trying to be the best version of yourself possible, you know, keeping yourself to yourself, focused on your career as well for some of you. It's like you don't go looking for trouble, but for whatever reason, it feels a lot like somebody around you seems to think that they've got a free pass to try and attack you. Okay, and I'm feeling verbally attack you. Now, whatever's given them that impression, they're going to learn very, very quickly how wrong they actually are. It's not nice because it is going to trigger a lot of uneasy emotions within you. But that being said, Taurus, we need to focus on the positive, which is basically you're not going to give in to your anger as being a response. You're going to defend your ground as best you can. With that teacher energy, it's almost as if you're teaching somebody a lesson, but it's in a very positive way, a really positive way, because how easy would it be for you to just give in to your anger, you know, give in to that impulse of really wanting to smack someone one in the face. It would be so easy. I don't see you doing that though, Taurus. I see you being very firm and being a good example to others around you on how to handle difficult people or difficult situations without resorting to needing to smack someone one, you know. Right. So, Taurus, to pull your 9-card spread, I am going to have to do it differently this week, okay? This card stock, it's made out of like a linen type, and it's not a very jumpy, responsive deck, okay? So you've just seen me cut the deck, and then I'm going to shuffle through. Oh, okay, we will take those ones. I was going to say we will shuffle through until I feel that the deck feels good, and then I'm just going to start pulling from the deck, okay? So it's just in case anyone's wondering why am I doing it differently this week? That's the reason why, okay? It's different card stock. It's not very responsive, but it still works. Okay, right, so any of the zodiacs that I mentioned, please do keep an open mind, okay? They could be placements in your chart, they could be placements in someone else's chart, or they could even be character traits of somebody as well, right? So you've got the 6 of Wands, that is Leo energy. The Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. The 10 of Wands is also Sagittarius. The King of Coins, Taurus. Justice, Libra. The 7 of Swords is Aquarius energy. The Tower, Mars, so Aries, Scorpio. Ace of Swords, Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the 5 of Coins, Taurus, with the Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy. Dominant signs, because I've basically named everybody there. You've got the Page of Swords underneath that one. Okay. Dominant signs, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, definitely, and Aquarius. Okay. Right, so what's going on with this, Taurus? First of all, I need to clarify this Page and the Queen. What's under there? That's like the 4 of Coins. Okay. Yeah, I do need to clarify this particular combination, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords, because the 4 of Cups being hidden underneath that one. Taurus. It's looking a bit like somebody feels entitled to you. So I'm just going to clarify why Queen of Cups, Page of Swords for Taurus, please. Why Queen of Cups, Page for Taurus. The Moon. Something else, thank you. And the Devil. Shit. Okay, hold on a second. Why the Devil? Why the Devil, please, for Taurus? Okay. Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's entitlement. It is. I didn't want to see it, but because I am seeing it, I do have to say it. The Moon and the Devil, and then the Devil with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I don't know if this is a family member or a intimate relationship situation. So you have to pick how it's resonating for you, if indeed it's even resonating at all. Okay, the anger, there is somebody who is angry with you, Taurus, because ultimately you haven't made them a priority. And why would you? Why would you make somebody else outside of you a priority if they're not your child? Okay, this is somebody who is acting like an entitled child. I don't feel that it is a child. It's just an adult that's acting in that way. Okay, that they feel entitled to you. You haven't prioritized them, and now they're pissed off. Okay, they're also currently watching you, seeing if you're giving to another situation as well with that Queen of Cups. They're too concerned with what you're doing and what you're up to, instead of them staying in their own lane and focused on their own life. That there is way too much emphasis on you and what you're doing that makes me feel comfortable. Okay, it's making me feel really itchy with that kind of vibe that's coming off of this. It could be an ex for some of you. It could be with the Devil being with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. That this could also have been a situation where you were trying something out with someone else. It didn't work for whatever reason. You've brought it to an end, and they disagree with you ending things with them. Could be a work situation, could be romantic, could be a family situation. Okay, take your pick. All I can do is read the energies as best I can. Now, the Moon being out with the Devil, it raises a lot of questions as to what is the intent of this individual, because it feels like they're going to attempt to try and hurt you deliberately, to try and teach you some kind of lesson. And the lesson is, you don't leave me, you don't walk away from me, you don't forget me, because I'm unforgettable. You don't just get up and walk away from this or me. It's that entitlement again. Okay, so now this energy that we pulled right at the start of your read with the Scorpion, the Fire Ant and the Wolf is beginning to make a lot more sense. I'm beginning to understand now where all of that fire energy is coming from. Now fire, if anybody has worked with fire, you will know that fire can either create or it can destroy, and it can do both super, super quick. So whatever situation this is, Taurus, it's at the pivotal stage where either this situation is going to work and it can be rectified, or it's going to be completely and utterly destroyed beyond recognition with the Tower. Now, the problem is, Taurus, in a lot of ways you've kind of had the power taken out of your hands with this, because in a lot of ways the power, it's like it feels like whoever this is that you're dealing with, they're the one that is yielding this fire. So ultimately they're the ones that get to decide in a lot of ways what's going to happen with that fire. Is Is it going to destroy a situation, or is it going to be used to try and mend the situation? And before anyone says fire can't mend, I ask you, think about it. Okay. Plumbers fix things all the time with fire. Fire can and does fix things. I'm a silversmith. I use fire to make things, and oftentimes I use fire to melt things. Sometimes accidentally, sometimes deliberately. So what I'm saying about the power of fire is absolutely true. This is a really bizarre energy because, again, like, your reaction to it is also going to determine in some way how this is going to play out. But the problem is coming from an outside source that you're not in control of. It's dodgy. It is dodgy. Okay. For some of you, as a side note as well, don't be too surprised if you learn that you've got a secret admirer that's currently hiding in the shadows. It could become a problem because their feelings towards you is overwhelming them. And it's an individual who doesn't fully understand how much is too much. So if you think about the vibe of a stalker, stalkers don't always start off as a stalker. They usually start off being in love with somebody. And then it escalates into ownership or feelings of ownership. Especially if you try and say no to them as well. That's when they become angry. Because of that feeling of entitlement. The entitlement comes from the feelings of ownership. It's like a distorted version of love. Okay. The 6 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Again, is a really interesting combination because it's telling me that someone's behaviour is becoming a problem. 10 of Wands is a problem. The basic meaning is a heavy burden. It's a problem. But then the 6 of Wands is all about victory and success and celebration, getting accolades. You could be getting a lot of attention right now, Taurus, and that could be posing a problem for someone else. Tell me more about 6 of Wands, please, for Taurus. Death. Scorpion energy. An ending, a transformation, a metamorphosis. I'm going to pill another one for this one. Why death for Taurus, please? It's like a natural cycle. You've naturally outgrown someone and they don't like it. 7 of Coins and the Star. Yeah. Yeah. They did something, Taurus, that pushed you away. Ultimately, it pushed you away. So you started reinvesting yourself into something else. And you're making a lot of progress with it as well. You're making really good progress with it. And there's something about, oh, I thought that they would be over this by now. But they're not. King of Coins, Justice, and the Seven of Swords. See, the weird thing is, Taurus, you're making a lot of really positive changes in your life right now. You look at this. 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 5 of Coins. It's almost like somebody's got this attitude of how you have somehow hurt them or sacrificed them in order for you to pursue the life that you're wanting. You know, it's a weird energy. It's really, really weird. Why the 7 of Swords, please? Thank you. The Page of Cups. Somebody's going to apologize to you for lying to you. That could have been how they managed to push you away. They could have lied to you about something instead of just being honest with you from the very beginning. They've proven themselves to be untrustworthy. Why is Justice here, please, for Taurus? Okay, the Hierophant off balance with the Queen of Cups off balance. Somebody could have told you that they were single and they weren't. They could have been married and made out like, you know, Hierophant. They literally, somebody could have been married and they could have made out that they were single. If this is a work situation, they could have, I'm getting like falsified something within the contract, or they could have changed something at the last minute in a contract because of Justice. You found out about it and then you found a way to get out of that contract. Because it does feel like something happened in this situation that is illegal for some of you. Yeah, with the King of Coins as well. The crux of this energy, basically, Taurus, is someone tried to make out that they were someone else that they are not. You have somehow caught them in their own lie. And you've decided, like, I'm not having anything to do with you, because if you've lied about this, what else can you lie about? And it was a pretty big thing to lie about as well. It wasn't anything small. It was a pretty big deal. Can you tell me more about the Tower, please, for Taurus? Okay, it's a bit weird the way that the cards came out. You've got Justice, 3 of Wands, 4 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and then the 5 of Coins again. The truth about this particular situation might have come out through a group of friends talking to you. So it's like you knew that there was something dodgy about them or about the contract, if it's about a contract. You just knew that there was something really, really wrong somewhere. You used your intuition as a baseline to figure out that something was wrong. And you've led with that. Because you led with that, it took you to some kind of evidence that you were being lied to. That you were being caught up in this fantasy that someone else was painting. You disassociating yourself from this individual or this situation is the Tower. Because anything that's not in alignment with you, you're not going to invest in. The Five of Coins is coming from the other side of the table. Definitely. Whoa. It's under there. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. See, it's like someone tried to make out, Taurus, that you were just being paranoid. When you kept saying something's not right, something's not right, something's not right. Someone else tried to gaslight you and make out like you were just overthinking the situation, like you were being paranoid, like it was literally all in your head, that you were being worried and concerned over nothing. And now you've been proven right. This is in your energy, Taurus, because whoever falsified documents or changed a contract behind your back or made out that they were single when they actually were not, there is an apology here. There is an apology here, and however you react to it is completely up to you. That makes sense with the wolf. You standing your ground, being fearless. See, you probably said to this individual, look, I never want to see you again, I never want to talk to you ever again, anything like that. That's the individual that's coming in towards you, Taurus, with this apology for whatever this is that they've done. So you're gonna have an opportunity to be in charge of that fire. They had that power. They used it incorrectly. And now the tables are turned because now you're the one with the fire, the power. Have a healing message, please, for Taurus. Thank you. The Ram. Okay, so this is number 21. Let's take a look. Rihu. Sacrifice, breakthrough and achievement. That's an interesting word to use, sacrifice, because I've already mentioned the word sacrifice. Someone's got it in their head, Taurus, that you sacrificed them because you walked away from them or the situation that they were creating. It's a very they're definitely feeling sorry for themselves right now. They really, really are. It's a very woe is me attitude, you know. Okay, right. So it says, Rihu brings the ability to achieve a breakthrough. So it's a lot like the Ace of Swords energy. Okay, it can cut through anything. Attached to its place of birth, the Ram represents connection, rootedness, stability, and yet also the power to penetrate, overcome, and achieve. Working with the Ram as your ally will help you to find the inner strength that you're needing to succeed. At the same time, you need not fear losing your head at the dizzy heights of success, because the Ram will help to keep you grounded, and it will remind you of the practical necessities of life. By persevering, being patient, and attending to your daily life as well as your future goals, you will find that the day comes when you achieve a breakthrough, reaching your goals and discovering that you have come home. And it pertains to healing, fertility and creativity as well. and it's associated with earth energy. So Taurus, I will say with this particular card, you don't need anybody to succeed. You don't need anybody's permission to succeed, right? Some of you are seeing a lot of robins as well. Even though it's not strictly the season to be seeing them, you could be seeing a lot of cardinal birds at this point in time. Depending on what country you're in, of course. This is about superseding your own ambition. So it's almost like you don't realize how successful either you actually are right now, or you don't realize your potential to be incredibly successful. I'm getting the impression, Taurus, that you're going to be surprising yourself because you're going to surpass your own expectations. That's what I'm getting with this one. And when it pertains to this difficult situation that you're currently dealing with, it's a reminder to stay grounded, stay in the moment, and try not to lose your head. Like literally, it says you need not fear losing your head. There's two ways that could work. Completely two ways. You need not fear losing your head, like losing your temper with this individual that is clearly causing you a lot of problems. And then don't fear being successful, because you might have witnessed this individual has become not a very nice person because they have become a victim of their own success. So say this is somebody that you have known for an incredibly long time, and they used to be really nice and really humble, and then they became big and successful, and they lost a sense of who they were along the way. You don't have to worry about that happening to you, because you might have felt that you needed to shun away success, or push it away, or reject being successful out of fear of becoming as distorted as that. That's not going to happen to you, Taurus. So stop pushing away your own success. It's quite a deep message. What else, please, for Taurus? Healing. I have one more, please, for Taurus. Okay. Okay. Healing, listening, abundance, and playfulness. Okay. There's a couple of things with this particular combination of the healing and the listening. For some of you, you could be looking at some kind of counselling, or you yourself could be a very good counsellor. If not in a professional manner, then in a friendly manner. So you could be seeking professional counsel, or you could be helping out your friends who have also had dealings with this individual. You know, you could be being a friendly, good counsellor for them, a really good listener. But there's also healing through music as well. So some of you could you could find a lot of comfort and healing through listening to specific types of music. You've got playfulness and abundance. So again, try to be aware of any feelings of paranoia about being too successful, right? Because like you've already been told, you're not going to become that individual who became distorted and who is a victim of their own success, which is now that why they walk around with this vibe of entitlement. You're not going to become that way, okay? So start embracing the incoming abundance rather than being afraid of it, okay? Else, please, for Taurus. Thank you. Oh look, here comes the headfuck hamster with his bag of intrusive thoughts. Yeah. Ah, don't you just love this little fucker? What an arsehole. Hang on, you're the asshole. Unload the bag of thoughts, my friend. Better off yet, ditch it. Don't carry that shit around. Find peace, I know you can. Yeah, intrusive thoughts. Someone's dealing with a lot of intrusive thoughts. Here's the thing with intrusive thoughts, Taurus. Everybody has them. Like, that's not unusual at all. Everybody has intrusive thoughts. The difference is not everybody acts upon their intrusive thoughts. Okay. I usually find that that particular card comes out when someone has tried to gaslight another person. When someone else has tried to make another individual feel like they're the ones that are being crazy. Or that they've imagined something. Or, you know. That is usually when that particular card comes out. Forgiveness. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers that there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive others for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. So I do need to say at this point in time, Taurus, this is not about forgive and forget. Okay, that is incredibly dangerous and very, very toxic and very self-damaging. Okay, here's the key with forgiveness. It's all about remember, learn, heal, and then release. Okay, so self-forgiveness has to come first. Forgive yourself for not having known any better. For some of you, this individual probably successfully managed to gaslight you. So you need to exercise this self-forgiveness. I'm also feeling very, very strongly, Taurus, that this is that individual asking you specifically for your forgiveness. It's up to you what you do with it. Okay, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do with their lives, the choices that they make, or anything like that. Okay, that's not what I'm about. I just read your cards. Okay, someone is asking you for your forgiveness. It's up to you what you do with it. Because remember, you're the one that has the power. An emphasis again, it's not about forgive and forget. Okay. For the small handful of you out there, this could be the other way around. This could be you trying to ask someone else for their forgiveness. Interesting read though. So that is what I have for you, Taurus. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then you can follow the link that I've left for you in my pinned comment below and in my description box below. I currently have 2 websites, both of which will accept private bookings. The link below is for my original jewellery website, where you can place a booking. And finally, the second one, which I am still in the process of putting like the finishing touches on it and everything, it's phoenixkeiatarot.com. Eventually I'm going to remove the bookings from my original website and put them on the brand new dedicated bookings website. Okay. So yeah, hopefully that'll clear up a little bit of the confusion about why I've now got 2 websites. So yeah, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed and supported my channel. It really does help me to get the messages out there to those who need to hear them. Don't forget to join me again on the 15th of March at 4 p.m. GMT for your love read. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.